Have you ever heard of silent meditation retreats? Vipassana? Or even wondered what it'd be like to meditate for over 100 hours in 10 days? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about Vipassana, which is a silent meditation retreat. Enjoy. What's going on, peeps? My name is Chris and I love everything to do with the mind, self-development, how we are as humans, anything that can help you on your journey throughout life. I can share what I've learned on my journey, with whether it be tips, tools, experiences, perspectives, any advice that I can give that I've learned. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about silent meditation. Now, I attended a silent meditation retreat nearly 2 years ago now, I'd say a year and a half ago. And so what it essentially is you go away. If you're in Sydney, they have a centre up in the Blue Mountains, but there's centres all over the world. There's also other silent meditation retreats which you can find. And it's pretty much just that. It's a complete silence. You don't speak to anyone. You don't, you're not supposed to look at anyone in the eyes. So this is my experience from when I went to the one in the Blue Mountains. So at the point where I was struggling with anxiety, one of the things that I did was I went off and did this silent meditation retreat, which was for 10 days. And what happens is you get there, you sign in all your stuff, your phone, anything like that you don't need, books, journals, pens, whatever. So you're just left to your own mind, essentially. At a certain point, it's like, okay, now silent time, and that's it. You start meditating. You go meet in a meditation hall. I think it's 3 long sessions a day, and you're meditating. You're meditating. You're going through your thoughts. You're getting instructions as well. There's this guy who created, the Vipassana retreats named Goenka, and so you watch these videos, and it kind of steps you along the journey. And this is where, you learn a lot of parables as well about Buddhism and other things, like the one about the farmer. And like the other one I've mentioned in another video about this too shall pass. But ultimately, what I found within the realm of doing silent meditation for 10 days is you're fully confronted with your thoughts. Now, a lot of people don't think that is a fun idea, but how often are we distracted from ourselves all the time? And we're always doing something, or we're always getting dopamine hits from our phones or TV or sugar or all these kind of things, interactions. But this is, cutting it all away, and you're just doing you. So after the first 3 days, it can be, you're sitting up for about, I think it's like 3-4 hour sessions. And in 1 hour of those sessions, I think it's 3-4 hours. In 1 hour of those sessions, their idea is you sit up and you do not move. You don't move a muscle. You don't go to the toilet. You just deal with it, basically. And you can imagine sitting, not moving for an extended period of time, quite painful. However, over time, maybe around the 5th day, your body just starts becoming accustomed to it, and your posture stays, and it still gets uncomfortable, but you're sitting in the uncomfortable, sitting in that point where you feel uncomfortable, and you're just allowing yourself to let go and go through it. So it's a powerful kind of skill to develop in that period of time. There's times where you want to quit, earlier on in the beginning, and you you're just in pain. There's a lot of uncomfortable stuff that comes up for you sometimes, not all the time. Some people have, breakdowns. Some people cry. Some people, decide to go into what's known as like a silent room, which is all padded and stuff, and you meditate in there for an hour or two. I have small ones of those. And ultimately, the idea is letting go of the attachment of the thought that's giving you pleasure or pain. And in that sense, it's kind of neutralizing the aspect of I guess, how we look at things and how we attach to things as being good or as being bad. And that's where in like Buddhism, the suffering, they're saying lies. That's why non-attachment kind of helps you to not be so up and down with the certain things in life. That being said, the idea afterwards is that you're doing an hour of meditation in the morning and an hour of meditation at night. Now, a lot of people, including myself, I don't have the time to do that. Correction, I don't make the time to do that, but I still do a different type of meditation for that anyway. Now, being that the whole aspect of you're doing something that's completely new and you're not allowed to speak to anyone, like, and you find yourself slipping up here and there, you'll be like, like you may bump into someone by accident, so you want to say sorry, but you don't, and you just kind of smirk to yourself. You obviously get fed, and you're up at 4:30 in the morning by this gong that goes off, or a bell, and that's it, straight into the meditation room, meditation hall, and you meditate, and you're there for it's like, I think it's around 12 hours a day. Now, what did I take from the experience? What I really took from the experience was the power that it can give you to go into that environment and just let go of everything that's immediate in our surroundings, in the in the society that we live in, especially if you live in a city where it's so busy all the time, there's constant things happening. But when you're separated from that, just like when you separate yourself out in nature, you find a certain peace within yourself. And that peace is really funny, because once you have finished your 10 days, one of the first things is when you can break the silence, like heaps of people that you've seen around, like you're just yapping at each other, like constantly non-stop, and all excited that you get to speak with each other. And it's such a community type of aspect. There was heaps of people in this one that I did, probably about 80 people, maybe more, and you find a certain power within yourself once you push through those boundaries within yourself and get through to the other side. But when you start integrating back into life, it is so full on, because you've just been in a real peaceful, calm environment. Like you look out to the mountains and it's just quiet, super silent the whole time. Very introspective period that you go through. And you come back and everything's like traffic and phone calls and messages, all those dopamine hits going bang, 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 bang again. And you've just been away having this, silent retreat for 10 days. So highly recommend it. I think it's good for everyone to do at least once in their life, to go and experience it. I do want to do it again, because I found that in one of my meditations that I did, I started getting heaps of ideas. So the thing that I did that could have been better was I attached myself to meditating to get more ideas about, what I was doing and everything like that, within the realm of, developing myself and work and whatnot. Ideas I wanted to incorporate into what I'm building. Keep in mind, this is like a year and a half ago, and none of those ideas that I wrote down really did anything. So, but when I did that, I attached myself to the ideas. When I went into meditations after that, I was always trying to get back to that point. So I became attached to those aspects. Now, if I go back, obviously let go of it all. Nothing. So there is the 3 1-hour sittings where you do not move. I worried through that, did not move a muscle for the whole 3 1-hour sittings that were there incorporated in the larger sittings. And that's challenging. It's challenging to kind of really push through yourself, but you actually see the self-discipline that you have in yourself, what you're capable of, and that you can sit through uncomfortable situations. So it is quite powerful. At that point in my life, I was living at a friend's place, so coming back and not having my own space was completely different, you know, and now, obviously, a year and a half down the track, I've got my own space, and it's something that I definitely will do in the future. Wanted to give as much information as I could. If you have any questions about it, you can comment down below and ask, and I will get them to you. As always, peeps, you know the deal. Like, subscribe down below, share if you feel called to. If someone that you know wants to know about Vipassana or silent meditation retreats, let them know, share it. Even send them to tell me a message. Tell them to send me a message, that's the one. And as always, make someone smile today. Never know how small something you can do can make a huge difference. And as always, much love. Keep on keeping on. I've got a cow meowing at me, and so I'm going to let it out. Go gently. Much love.